Get it, let's get it. Oh yeah. Right, so where did we get up to on this? I can't remember, so I'm just going to play while I'm eating. Oh yeah. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom.
Huge walls around your heart. Let me be your hammer. Love is where we start. Drown within my armor. Tell me secrets to life. Surrender with me tonight. Tell me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Make it reality. Make it pull me closer. This doesn't feel like home, and I can't let go, 'cause I feel so alone. I don't know who to be if you're not around. Save me before I drown. Tell me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Make it reality. Make it
Right, back into it.
Huge walls around your heart. Let me be your hammer. Love is where we start.
Alright, so I need more percussion still. I'm gonna add some percussion probably from here. And that would work, but it's still, the shaker still doesn't sound right, so I'm just going to change the shaker until it sounds right. Change the different sound. That's going to be all the way up there. Hopefully this will sound right now.
Huge walls around your heart. Let me be your hammer. Love is where we start.
stutter in here. I've got a stutter effect here. Start the whole thing. The whole song. What's going to sound like in that position? I can change the position of the start. Oh, right, let's just do that there now. Alright, so I don't want the same position twice. Let's just move that over 16. Move it there. Maybe cut this bit off. Like that. And then maybe do the same again on the next part. They're not here. I think it's there. No, it won't be there. It'll be here, won't it? It'll be here. I could technically bit do just that. And now I've done that on the end bit, I want a different effect as well. So when it kicks in this bit here, I want the gate stop, the gate effect. Gate stop. Gate effect. Gate effect. About here. They cut into this bit, which is going to have gate effects in it as well. It is. This is fine like that, maybe. Changes the song a little bit. Yeah, it's supposed to be drum bass, so you're supposed to have like proper bass and drum, but I think the bass is overpowering the kick a little bit. Okay, got that far so far. Now I just need to. I mean, in this bit, there's not really much apart from bass and one synth. But drum and bass is mainly based on snare, kick, and bass. So, yes. It doesn't matter if you haven't got that many instruments in. Even though I might put more in. Yeah, we'll find out. Find out. I mean, I need to get all this right first. It's on 3 minutes and 37, 84 BPM beats per tempo. 3 minutes 37 already. I don't really like doing songs like over 4 minutes because every radio edit song is pretty much 3 to 4 minutes. Should I make it go over 4 minutes? Because I could technically drop this into a different genre from here, just to break it down a little. I should have just carried this going and then fade it out. I don't know, it's just any ideas. Exactly. Do this. That doesn't sound like a too bad outro, actually. Sound like Mortal Kombat almost. I mean, you could do da, 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 but I don't want to do that. What did it do? Hey, Dino, I'm just doing a remix of a song by Heart Rate Reality. You may have heard of it, you may not have heard of it. But this is my drum and bass remix so far, and I've almost done the whole structure. Well, the whole structure is in place now. I may add a few more instruments, like strings, maybe a couple of strings, maybe pads. I don't know. But so far, I've just used some of the audio stems, the vocals. I've cut them all up and added effects like EQ, reverb, chorus, and blah 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 blah, and added my own bass and instruments in. And it is a drum and bass version of the song, so obviously it's mainly based on bass, kick, and snare. So here we go. If you want to have a double, let's listen and see what you think. See if anything needs changing, because obviously I'm listening through headphones. I'm not listening through speakers. So if you see anything what's too high, or you say hear anything what's too high or too low, just shout it out. Or if you think something, if you know anything about music, needs a compressing or a little bit EQ on the high end or low end and whatever, if you know musical terms, let me know. Here we go.
Love is where we start, drown within my
stuff on the second chorus, so. Comes a build. Oh yeah. I don't know what I said. Any ideas? I think it sounds alright as it is, but I think I don't know because drum bass is mainly based on, like I said, bass, drum, and drums. So I don't really want to go ahead and add too many synths because it will drown the bass in that main section when it drops. I mean, I could add more bass, but do I really want to do that? Do I really want to add more bass? We should just do the song as it is now and then do another remix. Another remix. Because I could like level all this off now, just keep playing it in a loop and a loop and a loop and a loop until leveled all the levels down, right, and EQ'd it all and what have you, and export it and upload it to Indie Music for the contest, and then start another remix. Or I could go ahead and just go crazy with it and add a shitload more stuff, which may affect the song in the wrong way. Don't know. Too new, too many ideas. But that's the thing with music. No matter what you do, if you're any good at music, with listening to melodies and stuff, no matter what you do, you can make it sound good. But it's if you do too much to the song, or if you do too little to it. Uh, mm, yeah, I could go crazy here and just add a lot more things, and it still sound good. But then will it sound as it is now, sort of thing? It sounds now. Will it sound better or worse? I could play around with vocals a bit more. That's a good point, actually. Let's just get these vocals, join them, go into pitch edit mode. This may affect the vocals the wrong way, it may not. And then I'm going to select all. Fine tune, correct pitch. Okay. Basic pitch, which the singer would sing it totally out of pitch if they're a good singer. Maybe out of key a little, but. I'll do the same with this vocal. Okay. Correct. Yeah, you jump down to the nearest key. If it's off a little, I'm not even going to bother with the wave format within. There's a wave of the pitch. See that spike there, slightly going up, like a little bit there, slightly going into D sharp, E flat. It's a little bit here, but it shouldn't sound too bad on there. I mean, I could down that and then drop this down to the key here, but then it'll sound plain. Probably sound plain then. So, listen now with the vocal. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna do a quick version of it because this song I just chose by random off in there, but I don't really like it because it was at a slow tempo. I had to keep it at the tempo just for the fact that if I change the tempo, obviously it would still be in tempo if I changed it because it started off as this tempo. Just that the vocals sounded too quick. I mean, I could have time stretched, all that business, but I just couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't be bothered time stretching it. It does take time to get time stretched to sound correct to the music, unless it's when you put it at a higher tempo, when it's at a slow tempo, the vocal actually sounds alright to the genre you wanted to do it at. Which I did actually want to do this as an EDM version, but I had to just stick with it. I just stuck with the tempo it was already at, and it ended up with a drum and bass version, even though drum and bass tempo is not this tempo. But it is drum and bass at this tempo because I've done the beat and stuff. Hard to explain. That's the easiest way to explain it. Drum and bass is actually 160 to 175 around that tempo. 84 is the original tempo of the song. I mean, I could use their bass, which is this, but I don't want to. So let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the lane as well. Bass. What's this? Background voice. I might use the background voice. It's kind of like it's got a vocoder on it. The only problem with this background voice with vocoder, I could tell in that section then it was off key. So I may not use that. Probably because it's been auto-tuned and vocoded. Sounds like it's been auto-tuned and vocoded, the background vocals are. Sounds like it's been pitch formatted as well. Formatted.
Doesn't feel like home, 'cause I feel so alone.
You know what? I might just use that bit on its own. Just this bit on its own. But what I'm going to do is drop this into the other vocal section, which is here. Drop this into the other vocal section, just in the background of the other bits. Do this. Are you here? So I'm just going to put that in a position, I don't know yet where, maybe when it breaks off the first proper drum and bass section, maybe here somewhere. Actually, this doesn't actually sound too bad. Right. Oh, if you're wondering what I was doing, this is called upwards compression. When I do this.
I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home, make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Not alone. Make it reality.
I don't mind do here. Just use this first bit here.
I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone.
And then in this section, I can use this bit. I have to cut down a little bit more. I was gonna do more vocals. Might do it this way.
I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Reality. Doesn't feel like
Okay, so I've got that bit in there now. Sounds better. Okay, so that's that done. Now, do we want to add anything else into it? I mean, this can go now. That can go now. Beep. And we're using the panel already. The panel's already in there. Weeds. I might use that bit. I don't know where now. Maybe on the build.
I can make it reality.
Kind of like here somewhere.
Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Doesn't feel can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. Who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it. Tell me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality.
What's good, Abel?
Feel so alone. Make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone.
Oh, so I won't use effects. As good as this. Basic. Basic. Now, this is a case of leveling all off, making sure everything's got EQ. Well, at least some sort of EQ. They've all got EQ on them anyway, because they've got the 4-band equalizer on every single thing. But, however, more EQ. Yes, EQ. But I want more EQ.
I can make it reality. Doesn't feel like home. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone.
sounds pretty close to level, so I'm just gonna export and then quickly quickly do quick master. I'm not gonna do professional master because they haven't got isotope anymore or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do quick master using reason effects. So now what I do is you save it. I've already got it set to end here, which the right marker goes there. So now you do is you export song as audio file, obviously. You go. I'm just going to put it in wave songs. I'm going to name it whatever it's named here, which is heart rate reality D minor, which is this key of the song is D minor. Leave it in there. 44,000. That's correct. I don't want it anymore. 16-bit. Yep. Normal. And that will export the whole thing. I know I could do remastering within the program, but the reason why I export songs and then master them, obviously, like I said, I haven't got isotope at the moment, so I can't use that. But the reason why I exported first then did mastering is because if I went ahead and did a load of mastering effects on the master channel here, it might cause me CPU go higher, which is the DSP in the program, which then it'll start like stuttering. Not stuttering, but kind of like that audio cut when you've got too much running on your computer. That audio cut sound. I always like to export the song first, the mix down, put it into a new slate, as you call it, a new blank one, and then add the mastering effects because you can add as much as you like. Then pretty much on a master. Plus, then you've got your mix down always there, rather than me going ahead now and adding master effects into it, and then not being able to hear something within the mix after I've done it, and then I have to bypass all the master effects and whatever. Rather than if I just export it now, put in a new song, I can save that one as the master and still have my mix without in a master, so I can change the channels that either. That's another reason why. Some people may say, why haven't you got compression and everything? Why haven't you got this and everything? You don't necessarily need compression and everything. You don't necessarily need EQ and everything, etc. etc. I would like to put EQ and everything like, but my computer can't handle it. If I go ahead and put a load of VSTs and EQ wires, don't necessarily need them. Alright, so now I've got a new blank song, obviously it's 84 per minute tempo. So I have to close this one, it's already saved. Should already be saved, I'll just save it anyway. So first thing we do, we go on the tempo, we hit 84. Yes, and then we find a file which was in the wave songs format. File, sorry. Which would be my desktop. Wave songs. Which I've got a lot. And it was called heart rate. Heart rate, yep. So all we do is just drag that along into the program. And there's the mix down. As you can see, if I zoom in, right, you know anything about wave formats? That is the headroom of the wave format. So at the moment, you can see it's peaking a little bit, the highs and the lows. It's not like peaking as in volume peaking. Well, it is, but it's, you know what I mean, not the master, like clipping. Not clipping, but it is the headroom anyway. So now what I need to do is master it hopefully get these down a little and get the volume up at the same time. So that the headroom is from here to almost hitting the top and the bottom. Pretty much. Just add that there. The end should be almost already be set, but it isn't. So the first effect we're going to add is EQ. Always have EQ on a master. Is EQ. Next effect we're going to add is stereo imager. Even though I would like to use isotope, but I'm not paying for it in the moment. So I'm just going to use a standard Reason stereo imager. Next effect we're going to add, these are all master effects by the way, is a compressor. Or is it the limiter next? Compressor and then a maximizer / limiter. And there's the 4 main effects for mastering. And then I could add some saturation. I might add a little saturation just to give it a little saturation. Only a little bit of saturation, no? Alright, so now I'm just going to play the song in the main sections. Should be around about it. Bypass all the other effects. Whatever the EQ. So I'm saying I'm going to high pass and low pass. 15 Hz sub level, so I want this higher up because I don't want as much sub in there. Same with the highs, but the highs I'm going to make it 25. Just like that. Most headphones are up here. Yeah, it's not even reaching that anyway. Not on the set. I got 20k. And I got and I'm going to cut some of the mud out, which is around about 200 to... Oh, I'd say 200 to 400. That's about 300. I'm just going to get this here. I'm going to add gain, which you may not be able to hear this on stream, but I can hear it. So I'm going to start with a 200 mark and work my way up until I can hear mud. I mean, the bongo's hitting a little bit harder at 228 and 234. So I might actually cut there, between 228 and 234. I'm gonna open up the Q a little and drop the gain to, I don't know, minus I don't want to go anywhere past -5 for the master, so maybe -3. A bit more. Action. Strength's only be 50. And I could do this dynamically. I could do it that way. Or I could just use the ears. I'll leave it like that for now. I'm gonna have the stereo energy. And then I'm gonna solo hide. Which you can definitely hear that too. And with the compressor, I don't want it like hitting anywhere above 4. I want it like just under the 4. So probably start. Oh, right, just that 1 bar. Do it. I always like my attack like quite low. Don't know why. Don't really need to do anything else with that. I'm gonna have this one on auto, that one on fast. Soft clip it. I'm gonna soft clip down a little. About 40. 1 millisecond the look ahead. Limiter is on, which means it's gonna be squashing freaks down. And then all I've got to do now is whack the input gain up to make it louder. Before I do that, I'm not even got to look at my run yet, so it's saturation on. I don't want too much. Oh, there's 1 mark, did it? And then, I'm going to come back to my run. Whack it up. Sounds loud, but not too loud. I'll go right round my head. so that just needs to come down a little bit more. Maybe I could add more compression, but I don't really want to add that compression. Actually, I could unlimit it. Have it on like 5, 6.
Tell me secrets to lie.
And you could technically drop the volume down, so it doesn't do that. Or I could make more compression on it.
Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality.
Alright, so now I'm going to export it again. What? Heart rate, reality, custom invasion.
Smoking!
Oh, that's did me little thing there. Custom invasion. Spot. And I'm gonna listen to it. And then upload it in the music. This is just a really quick song. Right. I don't even know where I exported that to. Where did I export that to? Wave songs. Okay. What is it called? Reality, heart rate by reality. Oh, heart rate reality. There it is. Ever listen to something?
Huge walls around your heart. Let me be your hammer. Life is where we start.
That's not too bad. I'll upload that now and then I'll start another remix. And then I'll go back on the game in a bit. I'll have another remix in a minute. Let's upload this to another music for now and then I'll pick another remix. Yeah, that was a really quick mix as well, so it's not going to sound as good as I normally take with a song. But it'll do. It will do. It will do. It will damn de doos for now. I'm doing another one. Your stone. Hmm. 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 Oh yeah, so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see what I'm doing. I got a message here as well. Now votes couldn't be originals. Whatever that is. Opportunities. Go here. This is the one I just did. So submit my remix. Choose my file, which is in desktop. Which is in the way songs, and it is in version 1. I could go on doing it forever, but I'm just going to do a really quick mix. Why not? Why not? Why not? Heart rate. Reality. In speech marks. Reality. Brackets. Entire remix. Bracket closed. There we go. I'm going to copy that because it's going to do the song name again in a minute. And then we'll have a look on what other opportunities are on here, and we might start another one for like an hour or so, and then get back into gaming. Now it's going to ask me to do a song name again. I can actually see the wave format in a minute as well. Processing now. Processing! Processed! It's not too bad. So now I'll go next. I mean, I think I've got a little bit too much compression on it, but meh, meh, meh. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. Waveformat looks alright. See what it sounds like in here, because it always sounds different when you export it into the I could have like made a that vocal a little bit louder there as well, but I'm gonna vote for myself. listening part of the music.
We're in the age of gold. Lost from the start, lost in a vision. Now I'm never letting go. Inside my daydreams.
I've got people remixes of those there.
We're so high, we'll never fall down.
See what they think of my remix. If can't remember the Africa one's still there. Huh. If it actually picks me as the next lottery winner. Yep.
Africa came walking from a place on earth where life began.
It's Mandela, I'm fighting for peace. Mama Africa, I'm one of your kids. Money's a leaf, built from a tree. Blacks that were slaves and let us be free. Call on my God, that's part of the ritual. We're built from a time, the energy from a sign is making all the minerals to shine. Travel to Congo, dancing the Dongo, Shaka Zulu, Anakana Guru. Waters to Zulu, connected to Bluetooth. I'm part of the new, you related to Zulu. Now when I'm a Venda, Rwanda, Malawi, Zimbabwe to Venda. Sound of the water, I flow to the beat. Spiritual mountains, I'm able to see. Most important, the air that I breathe. Resources we reach. Kimutwana, Badimu, Baka, Baka, Bale, Go, Botswana. Ridisha, di Komuri, du Babologo, Ribina, di Nagara, Lecha, di Pala, Gabona, di Joka, me Bala, Bala. Goma, Geja, Chu, Pula, Gemechi. Goma, Goa, Jiki, Lechi, Gelechi. Kocha, Le Chupa, Hagese, Chefechi. Komuri, Shule, Gabona, di Kopo. Mino, Wasu, John, Hupo, Chaboko. Silo, Bedu, Bedu, Rebesha, di Boku. Komu, Goa, Jiki, Lechi, Geshechi. Kocha, Le Chupa, Hagese, Chefechi. Komuri, Shule, Gatala, Gabona, di Kopo. Mino, Wasu, John, Hupo, Chaboko. Silo, Bedu, Bedu, Rebesha, di Boku.
Africa came walking from a place on earth where life began. Africa came walking from a place on earth where life began.
The threaten the mankind. Live us loaded in the rich minerals. Gonna be so red sun. That's what it's also to include in the universe. Come on, get diverse culture. Pay respects to for the heroes. Vow to never forget what's where the pain. Look at the born I said. I work miles and I history. Religion remains a mystery. I lead my team into victory like I'm Ted Dimitri. I'm hard to kick it, so I bet in the BC. Still in the mission, I'm spreading word and just like
I think
my
cool is that.
forefathers. So brother died, they
Come
get
on.
it zaga. Di tako barake batlang, kama barawaka. Ereba pizza, di bizolaga. Kada kabada na jeso baku da babadla badala sala bele bada kubura fela je. Kadi bit na ziti wetsi, ke baba letsi.
ready again? Let's see what these think of it.
Africa came walking from a place on earth where life began.
See anyone likes it or not like it? Need a meeting.
Huge walls around your heart. Let me be your hammer. Life is where we start. Drown within my armor. Tell me secrets to life. Surrender with me tonight. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Pull me closer. This doesn't feel like home, and I can't let go 'cause I feel so alone. I don't know who to be if you're not around. Save me before I drown. Show me who you're trying to be. I can make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone. Make it reality. Make it reality. 'Cause I feel so alone.
What was that? I'll do my African one next. I haven't done this one in ages.
This world is slow.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear me right out while listening to music.
How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound?
I'm gonna pick another remix in a minute.
Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out. Hold on to what you found.
I can't not even remember my African mix.
My head
Did it ages ago
spinning
when it first was on it.
Oh, I hear them now. Yes, the wolves are out.
Let's see what me African mix sounds like. I cannot remember it. Otherwise, sounds alright. What's up next? What's up next? Let's see what it sounds like. I can never remember what it sounds like. I can't remember it. I can't remember your music, man. Oh, now I remember it.
Africa can walk its wrong, a place on earth where life began. Life began. Life began. Life began. Life began. Gone, gone. Life began. Life began. Life began. Life began. Gone, gone. Africa. 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 Africa.
Rich minerals, but I bet you red top. The soul is also in the year, never stop at the harvest structure. Pay respects to all the heroes, but to never forget what's at the day. No matter the born I say, our worth lies in our history, religion remains a mystery. I leave my team into victory, like I'm dead Dimitri. I'm hard to get this what I've been in the busy. Still in the mission, I'm spreading broad and just lies. My forefathers,
Africa, 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 Africa,
It's Mandela, I'm fighting for peace. Mama Africa, I'm one of your kids. Money's a leaf, we're from a tree. Blessed with slaves and let us be free. Fuck my God, it's part of the ritual. We're from a time, the energy from a sign. It's making all the minerals to shine. Travel to Congo, dancing the Congo, Shaka Zulu, Anaconda Guru. Water to Zulu, connected to Bluetooth. I'm part of the new, related to Zulu. Now when I'm moving, that I wonder, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Savannah. I'm sound of the water, I'm up to the beat. Spiritual mountains, I'm able to see. Most and part of the air that I breathe. Resources we reach. Kimotwana, Badinu, Baka, Baka, Bale, Bokotwana. Rikisha, di Komuru, Duba, Bonogori, Dina, Dina, Karele, Jadi, Hala, the one I did to come, Bala, Bala. Goma, get the two, Pula, get the cheap. Goma, go, take a legend, get legend. Don't tell the two, I get such a legend. Kumuru, Shule, one I did to Mino, what's the trunk, put a hook, Zilo, very, 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 Shadi, Kumuru, take a legend, get legend. Don't tell the two, I get such a legend. Kumuru, Shule, Katala, the one I did to Mino, what's the trunk, put a hook, Zilo, very, 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 Shadi.
Africa can walk upon a place on earth where life began. Africa can walk upon a place on earth where life began. Africa can walk upon a place on earth where life began. Africa can walk upon a place on earth where life began.
Right, I'm going to start a new one. Let's start a new one. Alright, so we've got. Oh, let's just pause that a sec. So we've got just on Remix EP contest. We've got Amy Guest, sorry. 21 days to do this. What does it sound like originally? Have a listen. Oh, wow. Wow. Got them stems. How many stems? How many stems? Anyway, let's have a listen. Piano.
You were the kind the girls mistake, someone I thought was forever. But how could I have been so blind? Diamonds to dust, it fades away. Don't wanna try to remember. Wish I could say I feel your pain. And I'm sorry, sorry that I'm not sorry, sorry. You're broken hearted. I'm not a fool.
Right, so get a gist of that one. Or I could do this one if I wanted to. Lead vocal, strings, lead vocal. There's a lot of lead vocal.
Deep I fall, tight and you hold on. The more that you know, the less love you show to me. The door that you close, you just won't know where it's alright. Every time we talk, I'm falling into you. I get stuck.
Right, so both of them I could actually turn into EDM to the vocal. This one. 15 days? 10 days? I won't be able to do them in 10 days, 15 days. One day to do that one. Oh my days. I might do this one. So download all. Download, accept, and continue. Gonna give me a zip file. Oh yeah. Alright, so freaking last questions. What BPM is it? What key is it in? It's in 137 tempo, and the key is A minor, which is also the same as C major. So it's all the white keys. Which is easy enough, but obviously difference being is that A minor starts an A. C major, C. But they are both the same scale. How long have I got left for that? 5-6 minutes for this? Alright. Okay, so I've got to start anew. Okay. So I'll close this one. Not going to save it. 137 is a decent tempo actually, because I can turn this into EDM quite easily, being at that tempo. Or should I go for drum and bass again? Or should I go for grime? Or should I go for dubstep? Or should I go for hip hop? R&B? Pop? Oh my days. I normally do EDM, but kind of, kind of like, I kind of like do dubstep EDM most of the time. Time's it now anyway, so I'm going to download this and import it, and then probably save it, and then get back to gaming, and then continue with this. Tomorrow, or something. 21 days to do it, so it's only like 10 days like the other one. Rules! Contest official rules. You cannot use this song or your remix for profit. That's one rule. You must use one audio stamp. No rule. About the other rules. Selection of winners and stuff. Details. Read the brief. Let me guess. Guess what? Looking for remixes of a song, sorry. You must use a portion of at least one of the provided stems to be eligible. Use a portion of one of the stems. You can choose to use small bits or the entire stem. Do not include any material that you do not have the legal right to. Lord. Meaning if you've got a cracked version of a VST or something, not paid for it, and they find out. More votes will not make your submission more likely to win the grand prize. The artist will be picking the winner based on musicality. What? Musicality? Make it unique. What? Someone comes in and changes the key like about 6 times. There you go, there's musicality for you. Mm. I used to remember all that. I used to remember stuff like, well, I haven't done like Fairy in ages. I remember most of Fairy, but I used to remember stuff like how to change from one key to the other, like just flawlessly. Can't remember that anymore. Bloody college, bloody piano lessons, man. You know, yeah, I used to play piano before that, but piano lessons at college, bloody hell, 20 something scales with both hands over, I think it was like 4 or 5 octaves. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah. Pretty much every single scale out there with both hands over 5 octaves. And I had to memorize it all for a little test in piano lessons, which did do it. I passed it at the time. No, I can't remember that anymore. Written down somewhere. I used to be able to play quite a few different tunes in piano. I can't remember most of them. I used to be able to play changes on the piano. I used to be able to play um, Like a 4,000 miles, that tune. A few other ones. Can't remember names too. Used to be able to play Mary J. Blige on piano as well. What's theirs? But I have not played piano in quite some time. I have got the keyboard right next to me now. I still remember all the theory. Most of it. The rest of it I can just look up or use VSTs for. Right, so now what you do is you put this here, because it's in on 137 BPM, and you just kind of just drag it along. Let it do the work for you. Right, so, right, Amy guess. Guess what? It's doing it. That's where you see a load of stems. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised that in the music's going, getting artists what have, or artists to come to in the bow with more stems, because it only used to be, like most of the remix on here, only used to have like about 8 different stems, like 10, which is alright because you can still remix about but around it and stuff. But I actually prefer ones like this, where you've got a load of stems, because then you've got more to listen to, which means you've got more to choose from, which means you've got more to mix down and master and stuff, which to some people might not like doing that, but to me, the more I've got, the more I can work with, and so on and so on. The more I can work around stuff. And so it might take you longer to do it, but I prefer it that way. Rather than just having a couple of stems and you have to just go off and couple of stems and you, oh, well, there's only got this melody and that melody. And if you've got more stems, you hear every single melody and then you can work around every single one rather than just a couple. Mm. And we'll have a listen to this in a sec. Once it's all done, I need to save it first now. It's A minor, which we'll put that in A minor as well, because So this is by Save Us, Amy Guess, and it's Sorry, and it's in A minor, minor. Copying audio data. Yes, do you know how much audio data I have on my PC? It's shit ton. Right, so that's done. I can close in the music off. Let's have a listen.
You were the kind that girls mistake, someone I thought was forever. But how could I have been so blind? Diamonds to dust, it fades away. Don't wanna try to remember. Wish I could say I feel your pain. And I'm sorry, sorry that I'm not sorry, sorry. You're broken hearted, hearted. I'm not a fool, I'm not a fool. And I'm sorry, sorry that I'm not sorry, sorry. Won't wait for nobody, nobody. Not even you, not even you. Now I refuse to fall back in. Predictable, you're like the weather. Hope you don't choke on the memories. Talk is so cheap, so let it go. I'll lose you to get something better. Here in my mind, it's crystal clear. And I'm sorry, sorry.
There's a basic structure. There's a basic structure. You got the intro, the verse, chorus, and I have another verse, another chorus. There's a middle 8 or break. Middle 8. Oh, it could be a bridge.
And I'm sorry, sorry that I'm not sorry, sorry. You're broken hearted, hearted.
Back into the chorus.
Sorry, sorry that I'm not sorry, sorry. Won't wait for nobody, nobody. Not even you, not even you.
Pretty much all the way through. A little short outro. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. I'll do that tomorrow now. Save it for now. Let's close this and let's get back to gaming. Yeah. Oh yeah. Get back to gaming. Put my Elgato back on. Turn my screen off. And then I've got to change the title, obviously, of the stream. Go ahead and do it. Stream shout change, just put me other monitor back in.